I've thought about it hard, and I've decided today I will resign as a Member of Parliament for Clacton-on-Sea, thereby forcing a by-election, which would happen, I hope, in short order. No, I've decided that the people of Clacton should be the judges of my actions. This will be a people versus the establishment by-election. It's a chance to stick two fingers up to the entire establishment, to frankly tell them where to go. And that is why I will be putting my name forward to stand in this by-election. I will fight to win. I will fight to continue the political revolution that reform has started. And I would say this to you, the voters of Clacton: if I win, you win. Because if I lose, they win. And we will never, with the two old parties, get the type of fundamental change that we need to fix broken Britain. Thank you.
Well, Jane, we found out about the Nigel Farage statement on the way over to Ankara. The Prime Minister has just arrived here for the NATO summit, and the journalists were, I'm sure, like people back in London, all wondering what this statement would be. It is true that Nigel Farage has appeared irritated and bad-tempered in media appearances of late, and he has made a massive announcement today. He has announced he's resigning as an MP to contest a by-election in his constituency of Clacton. It will probably come in early September, and he said that he is doing this as a by-election of the people against the establishment. So this is Nigel Farage making the argument that he wants the people of Clacton to judge him after he has had a number of questions around donations he has taken and is under investigation from the Parliamentary Commissioner over that £5 million donation from Christopher Harborne, a crypto billionaire who lives in Thailand. Farage has consistently said it was a personal gift, but the rules state that if you take money in any kind 12 months before you become an MP, he took this money in the spring of 24, he became an MP in July. If in any way it could be construed as something not purely personal, that you should register it if there was any doubt. He did not register that money. He is now under investigation. In that statement, he also said that George Cottrell, the friend of his that has given him benefits, it now emerges, again in the run-up to the general election. He said in that statement that the Parliamentary Commissioner was looking into that now. We need to confirm that with the authorities. But look, what's going on here? It seems that Nigel Farage could be aware or suspect that he will get sanctioned by the Parliamentary Commissioner over these donations, and it could be that he then faces a recall petition in Clacton, and he could face a by-election if he gets sanctioned and suspended from the Commons for breaches of parliamentary rules. And this seems to me that Nigel Farage is getting ahead of it and trying to take control of what's a very difficult situation for him. And he is announcing that he is going to run a by-election. He said, I've decided the people of Clacton should be the judges of my actions. This will be a people versus establishment by-election, a chance to stick two fingers up to the establishment to frankly tell them where to go. And that's why I will be putting my name forward to stand in this by-election. So Farage there is saying, regardless of the parliamentary authorities looking into me, I am going to make this a verdict on me via the people of Clacton. But as Michael Crick was just saying there, he is still under investigation. That doesn't change it. It seems to be what Nigel Farage is doing is trying to frame this as the media establishment, as he puts it, going against him, as the Labour Party, which he was highly critical of, and the government also picking a fight with him. And he is, if you like, the people's politician, the populist versus the establishment. That is how he is trying to frame it. But the background for this really is a politician facing serious questions about donations he has taken ahead of becoming a parliamentarian, whether he has broken rules, what that means for his future as an MP. And he's trying to get ahead of this. But I should say at the beginning of that statement, he said that Reform have been ahead in 350 polls since the general election. That is true, but it's also true that of late, as these allegations have emerged around Christopher Harborne, the questions around that £5 million donation, now questions around his relationship with George Cottrell, who has been actually imprisoned in the US over his activities, whether or not he is in hot water over that, and he's trying to get ahead of that and call this by-election.